It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Controversy and Chaos. I'm so excited. I feel like 3 episodes.
It's pretty. It's a pretty big deal.
It's like we doing something or whatever.
We should be like on the same level of Joe Budden by now. Like, damn, 3 episodes in. Let's go.
No, for real.
Something's wrong with y'all.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there from my lips to God's ears. Yes,
I'm with all of it.
It's about to be 2024. We are like, let's shoot for the stars.
We're here. And honestly, I feel like we have so much like good content already. And even the stuff we haven't put out yet, like the girls are going to be gagging. Okay.
Yeah. The comments I've gotten from the With Love MJ, they're not suitors, but the people are not happy that I be on Hinge.
Really? Well, step your cookies up.
But right. Step your cookies up. If you're not putting in the effort, then I'm going to be on Hinge having a good old time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I be having a ball laughing at them. Like, it is so
I literally had this Hinge account, but it's not for me at this point.
This is for my personal enjoyment. And the shit is hilarious because the things that people say and do, it's just like,
why?
Yeah.
I know you was raised better than that. Like, boy in the gym with no shoes on, just bare feet, nasty. Mm-hmm. Nasty. Like when I go to the gym, if I lift weights, I do sometimes take my shoes off. It just helps me stay. Yes, ma'am. And the days where I like be forgetting, like, fuck, I did not put socks on today, I keep my shoes on my feet.
I've never done that.
Some people are too comfortable. I know people have a home gym, like that's their home gym.
You never taken your shoes off? When I lived or squat anything, I've always had shoes on.
Yeah, sometimes I do. I feel like it just helps me like position myself better, like keep my feet flat versus like in shoes. Sometimes it really don't.
Is that why people
working
wear
out for me
to the gym?
Yeah, like you'll see people wear Converse or you'll see people wear blazers, like because they're completely flat on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Like my shoes are my shoes Roshis? I don't know what the fuck they are. I don't know. There's some kind of Nikes, but it has like a little bit of an arch in there. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it be uncomfortable. Like walking, they're fine. But when I need my feet to stay flat on the ground, like don't be moving around, I be like, child, I'm gonna hurt myself. And I already have high arches in my feet. So it don't be helping me out. So I need a real like flat pair of shoes.
Shout out to the arch girl. It's for me.
My feet were like made for heels. That's probably why I don't really wear flat shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like heels. When they
don't always like me.
They sit right over there on the thing. Collecting.
I don't know. I feel like I went through a phase, like I think really COVID is what started the phase of just not getting dressed and just being like, y'all gonna get these leggings and a shirt and just the bare fucking minimum.
Love an athleisure wear outfit.
Yeah, like now it's like, okay, athleisure was cute for the 3 years that we've been wearing it, but I need to put my clothes on because I have clothes piled up and I'm like, wow, I never wore that. Never wore that. Never wore that.
I'm a thick heel girly. I could do a thick heel. Like I'm not wearing no wedges. I seen some cute, like I think they were Dolce & Gabbana wedges, and I was like, y'all are crazy if y'all gonna bring these back. I'm not going outside in wedges. But I wear a thick, like a chunky, cute heel.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That looks crazy. Don't do that.
Listen, if the heel is like a style, like my heel with the little heart on it, I love those. But they're also not chunky and they're lower.
Yeah.
High pump stilettos is not my thing anymore. I can't do it. In college, I had some like pointy toe stilettos. I had a few pair in different colors. I'm not.
It depends on the environment and like the fit. If I'm going somewhere, like I'm like, okay, this is dinner. We doing valet. I'm not doing a whole bunch of walking around. I will do the stiletto pumps in the club.
Yeah.
But if we're walking around a little bit, no.
Speaking of which, even if we go to the club, I don't think I'm going to wear no high heels. I'm probably going to give a cute tennis shoe, unless it's like a cute boot.
Tennis to the club?
I think I'll be dressing down the next time I go to the club. Not dressed down like, oh, I'm about to run to the store.
Don't go to the club with me.
It's going to be I mean,
At
unfortunately,
least put a boot on, a thigh high, something.
But I'm saying
club.
a thigh high boot. I'm talking about a pump. I'm not going to the club in a pump.
Well, no, pump is giving business casual anyway.
Think
It's
about the
giving
times we've been
formal.
to the club together. You see me in a thigh high boot, and it was like the heel wasn't that high. So like that.
Okay. Yeah, but you said a sneaker.
You said a sneaker.
Oh yeah,
and we won't be doing that.
Little camo pant, hat, blending with the boys, bust down. Sure will.
Okay. Well,
I'm not there to choose. I'm just there to drink and have a good time with my married friends. So
it's always choosing time.
And we need you for the free drink. So come on now.
I could get that in sneakers. Act like you know.
I don't like how you don't be trying to take one for the team. I don't like that.
Right.
Right. I always
all have had our days.
It does not matter what I have on.
Okay. Well, the next time we go out,
I feel like I haven't got this in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't be trying to take one for the team. This is proven track record at this point.
But also,
so
the last time y'all tried to throw me somewhere, y'all tried to throw me towards somebody who was 4'11" working in the back of a kitchen. No shade. I don't job shame. And Charlotte,
but you
I was like, he can get us free stuff. And I was like, he also was probably a serial killer because he texted me a million times in the same.
Yeah, he was crazy.
That man was giving your real phone number.
You see what I mean?
She blocked him and he messaged her from a different number in the same day. In the same day.
This is why you need a text-free number, please. A Google number, something.
Yeah, baby, you're gonna need WhatsApp or something because
I'm about to download Kick.
Not Kick.
Not Kick.
That's where they be snatching the girls up at.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to get that under control. I'm gonna need you to. Everybody's got to play their role now, okay? But back to the heels conversation. You mentioned the wedge, and you know what? I feel like that when the espadrille really hit the scene again, I'm going on vacation to somebody's pool and I'm putting on espadrilles. I don't care. I want them so bad.
I don't think they've ever gone out of style. I think that they're not.
I want to go to the pool with a big ass hat. Espadrilles, a nice bathing suit, just for the picture, for the aesthetica. Take a cute picture, and then
I'm talking about
I'm not running the streets in that. Oh no,
like we're not bringing that back.
No, jeans and wedges, dresses and wedges, nothing. Especially like the wooden wicker heel wedge.
Look at the cork ones.
First of all,
funny
I had
story.
Hair, and I wore a sundress, and they were it.
No, let me tell
when
you,
it was that time of style, but not now.
Yeah, no. Listen, let me tell y'all. I was so extra. I was in my girly girl era. Like, I've always been a girly girl, but freshman year of college, right? First of all, I'm young, graduated high school year early, 17, fresh on the scene, fresh meat, right? So I'm thinking I'm cute. I got these little booty short, like khaki shorts on. I had a little, it was like a pink and white button up, but it was like halfway button to show off, cleavage a little bit. And why I have on these pink wedges with the little wicker heel bottom, and I was just walking around thinking I was so fly. I even went to Walmart with them shits on moving day, moving into the dorm day. Everybody else had on legs and stuff. I was like, no, it's giving grown. Yeah,
giving grown, and you wasn't
Miss
even.
Janice didn't curse you out.
No, she was used to my shenanigans. What do you mean?
Yeah, and I feel like that time was that like 2011 yeah like 2010 2011 I was like that. I'm getting fully dressed. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just like I was getting fully dressed to go to class, to go to Walmart, to go to Target, fully dressed, head to toe, every single day, because that was a 7-day-a-week idea.
Yeah, it's the idea of like you never know who you're gonna see when you walk out your house, and you just had to be put on, so you could be put up later in life.
Hey Siri, play Mascara by Jasmine Sullivan.
I hate you.
Mascara. Oh
my gosh.
Anyway, Michelle, what's the line for today?
I'm an icon. You're an ex-con. Which Housewives of Atlanta character said, or not character, person said that in season 14? And who did she say it to?
In season 14?
Oh.
Kenya said that.
To?
Marlo, duh. Come on now. And I'm like, hold on. Let me go through my housewives roller.
That is who's the ex-con? Who's the ex-con? Who's the ex-con?
That I already knew, but I'm just like, at first I was like, who said that?
Who's nasty?
Then I was like,
I would say something like that to Marlo.
That was Kenya.
I thought Kenya, but I was like, I ain't watched season 14 at all. I don't think.
I feel like Marlo is a nasty human being. So whatever Kenya gives to her, she deserves. When Marlo talked about Kenya's mama and said her mama didn't want her, she was a rat for me.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was nasty. That was nasty. But in that aspect, Kenya can give Marlo. Kenya can say whatever she wants to Marlo. I don't care.
She wants to say whatever she wants anyway.
Yes, but like Marlo deserves. Like, she's horrible. She should have never been a housewife anyway. I let's not even talk about Housewives of Atlanta because it's just a fucking disgrace.
I'm ready for the reset. I want the new girlies. But I also want Portia and Nene back. If they brought
new girlies, I don't think that I will watch it.
Because all the new people that they have brought have been shameful. Drew, please get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm done. Sonia, whoever that lady is, don't bring her back. Monyetta, don't bring her back. We don't want it. That shit is so bad.
Portia,
Monyetta gives basketball vibes. I feel like
she does. But even though she's not a basketball, but I mean,
know, like they're different bitches. They say they
it's a different type of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just don't want it. I'm just so sick of it. They ruined one of the best shows ever.
Yeah,
they ruined it.
Time to get back together. So let's just be optimistic and positive about that.
Wasn't there something about Nene? She was supposed to come up. She was supposed to have her own show.
Well, Nene is in the process. She has an open lawsuit, so she's not getting anything. But there was a big to-do because Bravo followed her on Instagram.
Right, that's what I was gonna say.
That's where like the news came from. But I just don't know.
They followed her on Instagram. Oh,
yeah, because like they refollowed her because they've been going through it for a while. But I just maybe the girls will get it together. And I don't even think it's the cast because listen to the staple cast members. It's production. The staple cast members know that it's a mess. They know that it's a mess, and they need to fix it immediately.
Well, Kim broke. They can't never bring her back.
Girl, they would never. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work with Kim, so they never want to bring her back. Period. Because no.
How to fuck up a bag 101.
While she over there, isn't she faking a pregnancy?
Please don't say that.
Ooh.
Isn't that what her husband said?
Because the police was at the house. Did I make that up, or did I say
no? The police was at the house.
That was true. That was true. I didn't stay to listen to the whole thing because it was too long for me.
It was very long,
and I just said, "Scroll next." I listened to a little bit of it. He was going off. That poor white man from Iowa. He done got with that old lady and she ruined his life.
Studio with Blueface and get her a 15 minutes of fame situation. Get the wheels turned again. That's all you need, girl. Because all the girls
she already had that with Tarré for the Party, and that party is over. It's over. It's dead. It's dry. It's
she's
done.
Just not interesting enough for me. I'm sorry. Okay, no. You're a white woman that sometimes cosplays as a black woman because you have black friends.
You know really who she was cosplaying? Carrie Bradshaw, the country as Carrie Bradshaw, when she was dating what's his name?
Big Pop.
Yeah, Mr. Big.
Fake ass.
Okay. Y'all know I love Sex in the City.
That's what my little shoes remind me of. My little sling bag.
The fake Manolos.
Yes, my fake Manolo.
Oh my gosh. But anyway. I'm the winner of today's What's That Line?
Good for you. Period. Is there a prize?
I won. That's the prize.
Yeah,
that's
it. Bragging rights.
Okay, fine. Bragging rights.
Just bragging rights.
I got you next time.
Here you go. I crown you.
Thank you. Tarré 1, Sierra 0. All right.
Oh, boo. Anyway, let's catch up. No mustard. How's everyone's week going?
I feel like it's going good. I mean, we're about to enter January, so I'm bracing myself for the shenanigans at work. Like being an accountant sometimes is the worst fucking job. because you just know you're gonna die very quickly. Like as soon as January 1st hits, I already know like the next 8 weeks I'm gonna be dying. And I'm like, where's the vacation? I need to have a vacation booked, a flight schedule. Like I have to get away. And this is why I be taking 40 days off work, because the stress, like working 8 weeks straight of 60 plus hours,
it should be illegal.
Insanity. It truly should be illegal.
Very crazy.
But I already know that it's coming, and I'm just like hyperventilating on the inside, but I'm trying to do my best and make other people use their brain cells and not me have to do everything. Like tighten up the screws. The last couple of days of 2023, get all your screws, tighten them all up, and let's get it going, because I'm over it. I'm spent. I don't have nothing else to give. But I'm like, at this point, I'm just doing enough so I don't get fired. That's all.
You know why I'm here. Michelle.
As long as that deposit hit, that's all I got for you.
It's honestly been a good week for me so far. I feel like I came in hot. Like Sunday, well, this weekend I had a good weekend. And one of my friends said to me the other day that when you have a good weekend, you get a new lease on life. So I think I just renewed my lease. Great weekend. Work has been like kind of easy going. Everybody is off but me until the end of the year, so I'm feeling like a fucking idiot. Won't do that again. But other than that, it's all good. Tomorrow I leave to go to Florida. We're spending Christmas in by the time this episode drops, we would have been in Disney World for the day before Christmas Eve. So I feel good, I don't have any complaints. It's been a really good week in comparison to last time you asked this question.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Progress. We love progress.
We do. We love progress. I feel like for me, I've had a pretty productive week, and I've been okay. So my thing for going into this new year is properly managing my emotions, right? So like, my husband tells me all the time, one little thing will happen and that will like mess up my whole mood. Like the whole day is to shits. So I've been working on that for quite some time. And I feel like, for example, this week we went to Verizon because I want to get a new phone and we're going to, put our phone bills together, all that stuff, whatever. And we were in there for an hour and a half. We was in there for an hour and a half. I had AT&T on one call. Celine's there. She's running around. I ain't do nothing to stop her because, she's she's 17 months. She's going to run. She's going to play. She was having a grand time. There was nobody in there, but normally it's like, okay, stop. Don't do this. Don't do that. I just let her do it. I don't even care. And being in there for that long prolonged the rest of my evening, but I didn't let it get the best of me. I didn't get an attitude. I didn't do all the things that I would normally do. So I feel like, wow, all the little things that I've been trying to implement to like fix about myself and my personality, I'm like, okay, I'm doing a good job. Like I'm actually seeing the growth and the change and not like letting the little things like really get to me and bother me. So that was good. That was a little good test for me.
Yo, you will be in the phone store, in the car dealership all day. Like them the two places.
Them the two places that you should be in and out. Getting a new phone is the most stressful process.
Yes.
And part of the reason why I have not combined phones, I'm like, baby, I just don't got time to be in here
so much.
For 8 hours. Like you put in a full work shift going to get a new phone. It's like, okay, now we got to get the phone. It's like, okay, now we got to call your other service. We got to activate this phone. We got to switch your phone number and download your contacts. I'm like, why is this so complicated? Just let me purchase the phone and get the fuck out of here. I can sync them up together. Give me a box to put my old phone in and I will send this shit back to you. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I think in college, I've been on the same phone plan. Well, no, maybe high school. Me, my brother, and my sister have been on the same phone plan. And trying to like get off of that phone plan is like getting a divorce. Now, I've never gotten divorced in my life, but I can imagine that it's the same process.
Yes.
It's crazy. You got to make sure that you carry things over. And if you want to keep your number,
Yeah, keeping your number, that's a whole nother thing.
That's the reason why for me it's taking so long, because I refuse to get rid of my phone number. This is the only phone number I've ever had in my whole life. I got my phone in 4th grade. It's been the same phone number since then. If you've ever had my number, don't try to call me because I'm not answering, but it's the same number. And I refuse to get a new phone number. I don't want it. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer. And on top of that, we did all that, got everything done just for us to leave without the phone anyway. We have to wait for it to come in.
But that you did good, because that would have had me in that bitch turning tables. I would have been.
You mean to tell me y'all don't have the phone in the back?
No, it's on back order.
I would have been hot. Like, I have to do all of this and I still can't leave with what I came in this bitch for. You could have told me that at the front door. Like, nah, we don't have it in stock. Bet I'll be back. Call me when they get in.
And they probably told her, oh, well, you can activate it yourself at home when you get it.
No. Okay. So the thing is, it's a 15. So like, it's pretty much, they don't keep any in the store. So if you go to get one, I could have got the 14, but it would have been the same thing. So I'm like, all right, let me just get the 15 then. Yeah. So they said 2 days. So it should be here either this evening or tomorrow. So whatever. But it was just a principle. I'm like, I did all this. So when I go back to pick up the phone, I better not be in there for longer than 30 minutes. Honestly. Like, please.
Yeah, that'll have me in a fucking tizzy. Okay. I'm ruining my day's ruined, so now I'm ruining everybody else's day. I have to go. I don't like shit like that. I don't like buying cars. Yeah. I don't like buying cars. And another place, you be in that bitch for a long time and you didn't expect it. Fucking Enterprise.
Because you got to finish car. They don't have no car.
They don't have no cars. I'm like, you could just sit right there. I'm like, bitch, I had an appointment. I had a reservation. You called me to confirm said reservation. I said, yes, I'm coming. Why my shit not ready to go? That's a whole nother thing. I don't like things that take a long time. Like things that I don't really want to do. Yeah. And those kind of labor intensive things, it's too much for me. And I just feel like, now I have attitude. Now I want to go. Truly get somebody else to do it.
Just put me in a box truck. I'm bringing
literally. I'm like, can y'all just drop this shit off at my house? I just don't want to do this. Like, just drop it off. Just drop it off, and that's it. I don't want to have to show my ID. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I'm glad that everybody's having a good week so far. I feel like that's good. We can't close the year out and have a bad day. So I'm trying to go the rest of the year and have good days every day.
Insert the emoji. If you are having a bad week, go have sex.
That too.
I don't know if I can.
Whatever your vice is, go do that. Whatever makes you happy,
go have sex.
I just feel like if sex is
you could do a combination of the both.
I don't know if we should tell them to go do it.
Wait, if sex is what?
Their vice.
Some people
go have sex.
I don't know.
You go have safe sex.
I mean, honestly, as long as it's safe, everyone's having a great time.
Exactly. Consensual, safe sex. There we go.
And don't be dry. Literally.
Please don't do that. That'll fucking ruin it.
That'll do it.
Broken pussy. Broken. Sorry. I needed some more juice.
That's what that noise was.
That's all of her.
I was like, oh, she got sound effects.
Not you working the dashboard.
Thought it was a sound effects. Well, in Michelle's splash into her cup, which I got to drink. Let me see.
I'm drinking gin and juice.
Listen.
That thing on me. And
let me explain myself.
Tarré, I told you that I had
the botanical Hendrix is really good. Yeah.
We said citrus last time. It's the botanical one.
No, I said botanical. You said citrus. I know what I'm talking about.
I didn't. But
yeah, the botanical Hendrix slap.
Yeah. Normally I'm down for a good bev, but I was so productive and busy today that I forgot to eat. And I decided to be an adult and not just get drunk without eating. especially during the week. So that's from drinking water. Oh, you didn't eat today?
No, I ate, but it's during the week. They don't know that.
Well, she was saying she didn't eat. So if you had something to eat today, awesome. Throw it back.
Yeah.
Throw the drink back.
Today.
She didn't eat. And you know, liquor is not her friend. So
it's not.
She should eat.
Yeah, no.
Or she's going to be on the couch knocked out for the rest of the night.
I told y'all.
Me?
Listen.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts. This spiced cookie thing that they have.
I thought we were all drinking alcoholic beverages. What is happening?
We will. Well, I mean, the last times we were here, we had liquor. Did we not?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There is liquor to be had.
This is the only time I ever brought water to the function.
Okay.
There's water to be had. But no, I had like the most insane like caffeine headache today.
Oh, you needed it.
Yeah. I needed it. Like my head, I was just like, oh my God. I can't do anything if I don't have some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go get this. And the spice cookie thing that Dunkin' Donuts got going on, it usually comes with oat milk. The oat milk is fine, but I'm like, no, take that out and give me regular cream.
Spice cookie.
Ooh, send me the order.
I
want to get one.
Spice cookie. I'm gonna send it to you because it's top tier. Love it.
How your cup get filled back up so quick?
What I'm drinking out there, I'm having the Hendrix Midsummer Solstice, which you're not supposed to drink. Like, it's a seasonal thing. And I'm having a mango pineapple mango juice with it. Gin and juice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Snoop.
It looks refreshing.
It's the way I act. It's the way I act.
Yes, truly. So I had to take a moment to address the most unserious Virgo lady on the planet.
You got
because Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter is the most unserious lady.
Why is she like this?
She got to stop playing with us because the other day for her website to be down, like for it to be down, and then when you Google it, it says like, you know, it tells you like what's basically on the site. For it to have like chapters, like playback or whatever, and I'm like, oh, are we finally getting the fucking visuals? The whole website was down. So Blue Ivy, somebody said Blue Ivy forgot to plug the Ethernet cord in, and that's what happened. So, like,
I don't blame my cousin.
But then for her to make a post about it, which the post even sent me even more because it's just like, so you got on your phone, on your voice notes and said, all right, y'all didn't have to break the website. So you are watching us be in a frenzy.
You know she is.
What is it called?
Burner account.
A Finsta. She definitely has.
She has everything.
Like Sarah Long or something like that, and she be because why did you know what to do when America has a problem? She did something. She said something. Somebody
be doing TikTok dances all the time.
Yes, she did a TikTok dance during the damn concert, and I was like.
Even with that, it's like one, she be doing TikTok dances all the time. Even like her music blends are like using different samples of like current songs that are like viral on TikTok and stuff like that. It's like, who told you to put this together?
Yeah,
who told you?
That lady is just so unserious.
Something like that during the concert, and I was like,
yeah. She do, and she be sitting there in that damn hoodie cackling at us. I know she be back there with her glass of wine with her feet kicked up cackling.
That $7,000 bottle with all these handwrittens on it. I was zooming in like, ooh, whose signature is that? Who wrote that?
I was just like, wow, she really be playing with us.
Rich,
you want to be $7,000 wine rich?
Yeah, like
that shit. It don't even look like it tastes good.
Listen, I'm not a red wine person yet. To me, it still tastes like dirt. So I clearly ain't that fucking classy. I don't think that I'll get there. But if somebody said there's a $7,000 bottle of tequila running around,
that's different. Baby. You can do a lot with the tequila. You can't do anything with the wine but drink it. A tequila, you can put it in food. You can make mixed drinks. You can take a shot.
The Jaguar. That's what we're gonna get. It's not $7,000. The tequila that come in a Jaguar.
Is it good? Does it taste good? Because if it don't taste good, we're not buying it.
I don't remember. I drunk when I had it, so I don't.
Michelle, really?
Girl was already drunk.
Well,
that was really
I think I definitely
sorry.
Tequila, I think it does well with me, so I'm gonna stop fighting it and
you
just
think?
Well, on your birthday, you really don't have a choice. That wasn't really optional. It was more like, we're gonna get this.
Okay, fine. But I was
for
just
the girls
saying,
who never know what to buy you for your birthday.
And I prefer Tarré, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Reposado, right? The dark one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I only been trying to tell you this shit since 1999, but you finally you listen. You know, eventually we have come around to you have realized that I was right.
I will say, yes. Gary, your wedding turned me into a vodka girly because I was trying to stay alive.
I love a vodka mixed drink.
So I mixed. Aunt Tarré she was done. She was done up at your wedding.
So I was trying to not eat. I did not eat. I did not eat.
Colin windmilled you. I was like,
I should insert the clip.
I was like, this is gonna end bad. But at your wedding, I had Tito's and water with a lime at like the end of the night because I was drinking everything in the beginning,
like a vodka tonic sort of thing.
Yes, and it was really good. I was like, this goes down really well.
Yeah,
I stick to this. So now I'm a vodka.
Vodka does well with me. I don't know why. It didn't when I was younger, but I think that's just because I OD'd. Like I would drink like a whole bottle of Tarré, you know, like
we gotta work.
I think Tarré is rum.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Well, Tarré,
and that's why, because rum has so much sugar in it. The like alcohol kills you, the sugar be killing you. So like dark liquor has a lot of sugar in it. Rum has a lot of sugar in it. Vodka comes from potatoes. There's no sugar content in it. So you can drink it, but what you mix with it is what sends you over the fucking edge. It's the sugar. Sure. It's the sugar and the alcohol. And then you put sugar in your mixer, and then it's just like, now I got a stomach ache.
That's why now, I gotta get honestly, it out. I'll mix like a tequila and a ginger ale. Sounds weird, but I love that.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. Yes.
I like ginger beer. I just said,
I like ginger beer too.
I love ginger beer. Have y'all ever had ginger ale bold?
Yes, I love ginger ale bold.
That shit, it takes all the hairs out your nose. If you a person,
every time I drink it, I have to sneeze right after drinking it. I'm like, I sneeze instantly.
I'm like, you know when you burp, ginger from? God damn.
You know when you burp and like the rest of the burp comes out of your nostrils?
Yes. I'm like, my face is burning. I'm like, yo, this shit, that shit is deadly. You can't drink a whole lot. It's like drink a little bit.
Listen,
slow down. It's like I'm about to eat a burger right. Ginger ale so I can break it up a little bit.
Yes, definitely. But I had to get that unserious lady out the way because I'm so sick of her.
Y'all seen her Renaissance cover from Amazon? It's $13.98. I got it.
I'm not buying anything else from that lady. I'm not buying it.
I'll buy it for us.
The way I was ready to be like, Spain? I want to go to Spain. For her to be like, the fucking movie is in Spain. I'm like, wow, bitch. You have really got to stop fucking playing with me.
Listen, she got to stop fucking playing. Right in my my living room acting like we in Spain because the live album dropped, or is gonna drop, whatever.
So I can watch it while I'm trying to get in my creative bag.
Yeah.
I think I just want to go on vacation. I just want to be on somebody's plane.
For sure.
I want to stamp on my passport. So any inkling that I could put that bitch to good use, sign me up. I'm fucking going immediately. Like I want to go. But yes, I just had to get that out the way. And then another thing I wanted to bring up before we get into like the real topic for today. I was watching this TikTok, and actually several TikToks. I don't know how I've gotten to this side of TikTok, but it's basically that people can't dress, and I know that we know this because I see a lot of questionable outfits on the internet. I see a lot of questionable outfits in person, but it was more so kind of like I've seen a couple different videos. One, why people can't dress is because people don't dress for their body type. That's one main reason.
Sure.
But also, everyone is trying to look like 40-year-old white women.
Oh, yeah.
No, like trying to look like 40-year-old white women, and you're 20. Why are you dressed that way? Like, you're aging yourself. And I think that sometimes like social media, it's like social media really kind of just like people have no originality, no real personality. It's like people look at things like watch TV, and it's like, this is what you see, so this is what you try to emulate. Even you mentioning that you watched Sex and the City. When Sex and the City came out, we were young.
And I was watching it.
And you were watching it. So in your mind, you're like, yeah, they're portraying 30-plus-year-old women. So when you're developing like your sense of style and that's what you're watching, now you 15 dress like a 30-year-old woman. It's like, why are you dressed like that?
This is why we have to have duality. And I feel like we've talked about this offline before. I feel like the girlies, they don't have what we had. We had the Carrie Bradshaws, but we also had Lizzie McGuire and Raven Baxter. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like the girlies now, all they have is the Insta baddies or the Lululemon soccer moms that really aren't even moms, but they dress like that.
They dress like it. Yeah. And that's kind of
was Denim Tears before Denim Tears was Denim Tears.
Right.
Y'all remember?
Yes.
Jeans.
Yes.
One thing I think that I could get from Carrie Bradshaw that we could incorporate into our style as like 20, 30, late 20, 30-year-olds is that her sheer shirt incorporation into the fits, like the sheer shirts. Is it sheer? Mesh shirts?
Oh, you're talking about her little mesh shirts. Now, Carrie Bradshaw, she used to be putting that shit on, but it was really her shoe and bag collection. Like, for me,
Carrie, it was the shoes and the bags.
Yeah, like for me, I'm not an accessory girly that much, but I do like key things. Like, y'all know I love a mini bag. Like, that is always something I'm going to buy. I love dainty jewelry. That's always something I'm going to buy. My nails are always going to be done. Like, little small bracelets and a watch. Like, I want to get into watches. That's what I really want to get into. In my grown woman swag bag. You know what I mean? The swag thing.
Meanwhile, I want angles and anklets. Like, that's what I'm on right now. I want to buy
right.
Yeah, but it's just like you said, that whole like mid category for young people.
There's no limited to justice. Nothing.
Yeah, there's no limit. Yeah, all that shit is closed. They don't have
even
that
Aeropostale
anymore.
Is for us. Like Aeropostale grew with us.
Yeah, which I guess is fine. But like Abercrombie is completely different now. Like, baby, them prices is out of control. I'm not going in that bitch buying $100 jeans from Abercrombie.
With my big girl job, no.
I can't. I just can't. I can't give it to him. But it's like there's no in between, and it really sucks because you have people that are dressed outside of their age group, and it's just like, you should not be dressed like me, and you are a teenager. I'm 30. Why we got the same fucking outfit on, bitch? I don't like that. I'm like, where is that middle ground of what teenage, early 20s are wearing? Like, there's no 17 magazine no more. There's none of these things that really
there's no preteen or teen culture. It's just kid.
No, it's just kid and adult.
Young adult. Yeah.
I don't even think like young adult. I feel like it's just like very childish, like kid, toddlers. There's Miss Rachel, there's Baby Shark, there's the kids are taken care of. The small children are taken care of. That gap, even I want to say from like, what the hell do 10-year-olds watch?
Nothing. YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. Like 10-year-old, like even like preteens. Like we was watching The End. We had Degrassi. We had other things that we could watch from, and it's just like, okay, you can see how their style, and of course that like just influences fashion and things like that. But these kids don't really I sound old as hell. These kids,
but it's true.
They don't have anything. So it's just like, I feel like it's just a culture of people that just like everybody looks exactly the same, and I'm just like, y'all look like 40-year-old white women.
Yeah,
and you're 15, and that's crazy.
Also, while we're on the topic of being age appropriate, I know this is not the topic, but y'all know my mind. It goes. I feel like because we're all like mothers of girls as of right now, it's going to be interesting to see like how they developed into their their teenagehood. Like for me, I'm going to let Celine wear makeup, experiment with makeup. Now, outside of the house, that's when it will become boundaries. If you're in the house, you could do clown makeup, you do drag makeup. I don't care what you do, express yourself.
Yes.
But when it's time to step out the house, baby, all you could do is
wash that shit off your face.
You could do a little
maybe
brow,
a little
mascara.
Lip gloss. Yeah, maybe a little mascara and a little
the lash extensions. We not doing that. I see like 13-year-olds with lash extensions. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not going like that. One, I'm not paying for that shit. If you can't finance your own lashes,
even if you can, you're not doing
even
it.
if you can, no.
Yeah, no. Like I was wearing lashes. I had my first job at 14 and I was going to get lashes done. But like I very much so looked like a kid. And my mother was like, it needs to be just enough lashes.
Age appropriate.
Because y'all know I don't have no lashes in the
first. I'll say
so my shit,
you needed it.
You know, it just looked like natural. But I wasn't doing nothing else. And then when I started wearing eyeliner in high school, she was I bring it down. You like a raccoon. But like she let me she like experiment, but like I wasn't wilding out. Like Mia like makeup now. She might be the type of girly who like makeup. I'll let her experiment, but you're not going out looking like And it's not even that I don't want her to be creative. It's more that other people just do way too much.
And well, not even that. I feel like
some things are just age appropriate.
Yeah,
like
forget other people. To me, it's age appropriate, and I just feel like be a kid within kid boundaries, be a preteen within preteen boundaries, be a teen within teen boundaries, and then young adult. By that time, I can't tell you what to do. So hey, but I feel like it's one thing to express yourself, but it's another thing to feel like, I think in my mind, I don't want to have her develop the idea that you have to look a certain way when you step out of the house. You want to look, you know, like you put yourself together, wear your athleisure wear, all those sorts of things. But the makeup and all that stuff, you don't need to be doing that. Not at a young age. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. Like you want to teach them like self-confidence very young. Like you don't need this to walk out. But at the same time, like at the same time, you kind of have to like, obviously, like we wear makeup, but there's a difference between I'm a grown woman. I can do what I want to do. You are a child. We cannot do that. Like even just like kids' clothes. It's like we go from characters to crop tops. And I'm like, why are we having 6 and 7 year olds in crop tops? You are not putting that on. I don't care. You're 10,
I have a question.
12, you're not leaving my house. I'm not purchasing it, first of all. You damn sure not about to walk out the door.
Oh, yeah.
Like this. Like, no, ma'am. We won't be doing that. But when it comes to like makeup and stuff, you can do whatever you want in the house. I'm not even opposed to like hair. If you decide you want pink stripes in your hair, okay.
Sure.
We can do that. You want your braids to be a different color? Cool. We can do that. Like give you a little bit of leeway, but some things I feel like you really, as a parent, you just got to put your foot down and be like, no, baby,
no, we're not doing that.
We won't be doing that.
I don't think she ever really wore it. I think she might have wore it like when we were going to like a water park or like around the house, or I like sent it to her dad because I knew like she was just gonna be wearing it around. But the stuff don't even look good on kids. You put it on
it just looks awkward. It's ill-fitting. Like I think we went to Zara, like Harper's first day at school. We went to Zara and got her a top, and I was just like, this looks like a crop top. But like the skirt she had underneath, because she's so short, you have to pull it all the way up. So it's just like you couldn't see her skin at all. And I was like, okay, this is the only way I'll be okay with this. But it's the fact that it's made in the first place. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just there's no in between. It's just like we going straight from characters to crop tops. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, where is the middle ground?
I also see a lot of moms. I seen someone in particular the other day talking about how her 10-year-old daughter, like on her wish list, her Christmas wish list was like skincare, and like people were saying, "Why are you buying? Like, I can't believe you buying your 10-year-old skincare." And I also just like, I feel like that's not a problem because, like you said, we were making it's something that we put on, but you can buy skincare that's not like, what is it called, drunk elephant and stuff like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. The little girlies are using products that they see on TikTok.
Yes, and
they're not using
using
products because of their skin. Right.
Yeah,
As long as it's your kid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
you want to teach your children how to take care of themselves. This is part of taking care of yourself. I'm standing in the mirror, I'm doing my nighttime routine. Of course, my child who watches me do everything is gonna be in the mirror. Did y'all see the picture of her doing? Yeah, I sent it to y'all.
Yes.
Her doing her making faces just like me. So you're watching me. I'm gonna give you things that are age appropriate. Right now, it is Vaseline. Like, put your Vaseline on and take fake makeup and put it on your face. Do what you have to do. But I feel like gradually, like you teaching them from young, gradually they develop good habits. And the only way is to let them do it in front of you, like to teach them in a way that is cost effective and age appropriate. Like,
yes, age appropriate is the key thing. Like, even one last thing regarding self-care as a little girly. Now, we all know those little girls that are hairy as fuck, okay? As a mom, if your daughter is hairy as fuck, are you gonna allow them to like wax their brows and mustache and like no. you know the hairy little girls?
Yeah, and I might have to go with a no. One.
So if Harper comes, if she start having a little unibrow and some peach fuzz, you gonna let my baby walk around like that?
She already got a little unibrow.
See what I mean?
Well, one, like, it's very, very light. Like, she has her dad's eyebrows. And I could just see them forming right now. And I'm like, wow. First of all my hard fucking work. And you really look like your damn daddy. That shit grinds my fucking gears every day. But it's, I don't know. I feel like it's very, like, delicate. Because, like, I started getting, like, acrylics when I was 12.
Same.
So it's just, like.
Age appropriate, though.
No, my nails was, like, this long.
Oh, wow.
Insane. Mine wasn't that long.
Yeah, my nails was, like, this long. So it's just like, it's hard to be like, no. But I also was getting my eyebrows done, and my eyebrows was fucked up. Like, I'm still trying to grow my eyebrows back as an adult. So it's just like,
well, back then you were getting your eyebrows done to be thin because that was a style back then. For me,
it wasn't even like to be thin. It was just what they did, and there we went. I feel like I would do it at home.
Yes.
I probably like I can understand it being like, okay, because you'll get to that point. And I'm not saying we're not doing that at 10. Like, when we get to like teenage years, maybe when we get to like 13, okay, we can do 12. This. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I can kind of start seeing like, okay, these are gonna be the stages in life where you're gonna learn about these things. You're gonna go to high school. You're going to learn about it. I have no problem with you getting your nails done. They gonna be the short RN nails, like chop it all the way down. Just a little chiclet, just a little tiny nails. You can have that. We can do that because I go to the nail salon often. So she goes with me. Like, even when we go now, if she don't get a pedicure done, she looking at me like, well, what the hell am I doing here?
Like,
so it's just like,
at home.
I could have left her at home if she's not getting no services done. So it's like, she comes to kind of like expect those things. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. We can spend time together. We'll do that. Yeah. But maybe like eyebrows and stuff like that. Like, we'll do it at home. I can clean them up for you. We don't have to have like no dramatic arch, but if you got a little unibrow, we can shave that. We can make it go away.
Yeah. Because I definitely had a unibrow when I was a kid, and I used to.
Yeah, very modern. I don't want her to sneak and do it, so I'd rather her ask, because when you come back and you only have one eyebrow,
yeah,
now we have a problem. Like, I'd rather you just ask me, Mom, can you help me? Cool. But I'm not taking you somewhere for them to be waxed, because they be trying to do too much. They be offering. I'll never forget. My sister's probably gonna kill me when she went to the nail salon and they waxed. They gave her a lip wax, mind you. She has no hair on her lip at all, so she just comes back just greasy.
One place on your face is crazy.
Yeah.
I would start a riot.
Yeah, but it's just like they offer you services like, oh, you want eyebrows? You want this? It's just like, they even offer it to me. I'm like, lady, I don't have a mustache. I don't have a mustache. I don't have chin. you're just waxing skin because you just want to charge me for something. And I feel like they really be trying to take advantage sometimes.
Yeah.
And we not doing that. Like, I can help you at home. I'm not creating like no arch or nothing like that. But I can
just cleaning it up.
I could clean your little unibrow up. She's not hairy, which if you got a hairy kid from birth.
Yeah. My daughter is hairy. So if she starts coming to me and it's like, it's bothering myself, changed. Yeah, I will, but I'm gonna have to vet the person that does it. I'm not vowing to do that shit myself.
I'm not a hairy person at all, but the hair on my face, I'm hairy. Like, I gotta hit up my chin. I gotta hit up my little unibrow. I still have a unibrow after all these years of wax and plucking all the things.
With hair on. She still has hair on her back.
Yeah, Celine definitely had hair on her face, like all her ears over here. So I already know. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to clean you up once you get to puberty age, and I'm fine.
Yeah, and I also feel like I'm open to reassessing. Like, as she gets older, and like once hormones start kicking in, things change, and it's like, oh, if I see it as a mom, and I'm like, no, babe, we gotta fix that. We can do something about that. Then it's just like, okay, then we gotta go forth. But I just know her dad is gonna be like, hell no, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to really work on him. He's gonna be the one. My dad still tells me right now, if I do something crazy with my hair, he'd be like, you got all that whoop-de-doo, and I'm like, Dad, I didn't do anything. That's his favorite thing. I'm like, Dad, I have braids. I have boho braids. Like, it's gonna be like boho braids. It's like, what is all this? What do you have going on? And I'm just like, Dad, it's just braids. That's it.
I have a funny story about the other day when I was down there. Harper was like, Michelle. And I was like, yeah. I think I like responded to her. And Colin was like, she's not your peer. I was like, oh my God. Like, damn. Like, cause the kids, like, I don't think we ever did the like auntie, like I think Auntie Ray, Cece, Michelle.
Yeah, we all have like little nicknames, but not auntie.
Like, it's forced. It's
I didn't call any of my aunts auntie except my great aunts, and they were like in their 50s. So
my biological nieces and nephews, they call me auntie or Aunt Michelle. But like, if all the kids, even biological ones, don't want to call me auntie, like, y'all know I'm your auntie. Who cares?
Well, kids will call you whatever you tell them to call you. Like,
damn, you old.
Well, no, it's not even like you being old. We're trying to teach her boundaries. I'm like, adults are not your peers. Y'all are not girlfriends. So we're trying to just teach her, like, it's a level of respect with adults. So and she does like at school it's like, it's Miss such and such, whatever. She don't call you that because I don't call you that. She's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, that's Michelle. I'm not gonna be like, that's Aunt Michelle, because that just feels weird.
Yeah. But I feel like all of our names sound weird with aunt in front of it because, well, Michelle, your name is the most mature. I'll say that. But Aunt Sierra, just call me Cece and call it a day.
Yeah. I really
and nobody calls me Mimi. Cece is easier. Saying like Michelle, Mimi is like, if you call me that now, sure. But if you won't already call me that, it's like, why are you forcing this nickname?
Yeah, Mimi is me. Yeah. I wouldn't even think that anybody was talking to you.
Of Mimi, Michelle.
Mimi. Some people do call me Mimi, and those are people who like, they know me for mad long, and they just start calling me. I've never told anybody to call me Mimi in my life.
Yeah, don't give me no random nickname that you just fucking made up. Don't do that.
Pookie, Peachy, like who are you,
girl? Yeah, like y'all know. One of Celine's godmothers. All the kids call her Aunt Pookie, and it drives me insane. And I know you're listening to this, and I really hate it. And she knows I hate it.
It's crazy.
And I said, Aunt Pookie sound like a crackhead. Aunt Pookie sound like a crackhead. Like, why? And she just thinks it's so funny, and all the kids love saying it, and it's so annoying.
When the kids get older and they realize that Pookie is not her real name, she's gonna send everybody into a fucking tizzy because that's not her name. They gonna go their whole lives and just be like, "Who are you talking about?"
Who? Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a thing. But yeah.
Yes. Last random thing. Because like I've discovered, like, I am down so many TikTok rabbit holes. It's insanity. Like the kind of like some days I'd be embarrassed. Like, why are you watching this? So one, I need to know from y'all, like, what rabbit holes or what sides of TikTok y'all be on, because mine, let me tell you, I'm on North Sea Talk. If I see one more video about the North fucking Sea, North Sea, and then I got this other guy that I follow. He's a beekeeper. Oh, these people be having bees up in their house, and I be like, oh my God. I will watch this whole 5-minute video about getting these bees out of somebody's house. Can't do it. And my newest one, keyboards.
What?
Yes. Okay. So there is a thing. Don't laugh.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't laugh. There's like creamy keyboards, clacky keyboards, thawky keyboards, and it's the sound that your keyboard makes. So like creamy keyboards, it's like a frequency. It's kind of like ASMR, but it's for keyboards. Y'all never like got a keyboard and like, oh, I don't like the way that this sounds. Like when you type on it?
No.
I just use my keyboard on my laptop.
So you never had like the keyboard on your laptop, and then when you go to the office, there's a whole different keyboard, and you realize that the buttons feel different, they sound different.
Oh, yeah, but I chalk that up to the fact that my laptop is a MacBook and my work computer is like a Dell HP something. So it's like, it's like a different literally keyboard and then a desktop. So a laptop keyboard and a desktop keyboard feel different anyway.
Well, I'm a part of the people. I like a nice thawky keyboard. Like I like the noise. Like if it doesn't make the right sound, no. Like no, clacky and thawky are a little bit different. Like thawky ones have a little bit more of a deep sound. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up. There it's a whole side of TikTok, and I am on it, and I'm stuck. And now I'm like, damn, do I need this $60 keyboard? I might need this keyboard. I love the way that this sounds. It's
I want to call you a slur.
I'm deep in the rabbit hole, and
but I think it's a slur.
What is it?
Fucking dweeb.
That's not a slur.
That's not a slur, but whatever. I
keyboard? Yes. We all have things.
Yes, and my brother is a gamer, but he only does it on his PC, and he's very particular about his mouse. He's like, no, that's not the right kind of mouse.
Because how it feels.
The lag. Yeah, he's like, the way it feels, if it doesn't move fast enough, he is very into it. And I never understood. Same thing with keyboards. He got to have a very specific kind of keyboard, specific mouse. He'll tell you it does all these different things. And I'm like, I never understood. But now I need a new keyboard.
I hope y'all are watching us on YouTube. Look at Michelle's face.
I need a new keyboard. And I'm in the hunt for a good thawky keyboard that I could get on Amazon. So if I don't like it, I can return it.
Look, start drop shipping for thawky keyboards, because clearly there's market for it. Like
listen, it's a great market, and we be over there and we be in the comments talking to each other. Okay.
Like, so how does it sound? Press the L.
No, there's whole demos. It's like this specific keyboard. Here is the demo, and I'm like, oh, sounds beautiful.
I have to see this.
You know what ASMR I do? All right. So, also, if you don't have a weighted blanket for your kid, thank you, Tarré, for buying my daughter a weighted blanket last year, because that thing, I owe child support to the weighted blanket, because it is down. She get on her side. If I can see her feet under the blanket, she's rubbing her feet at night, because she get on that side and she be out. But after we read our devotional and our storybook at night, we go on TikTok and we watch wilderness cooking. And just to hear the of the knife and them throwing a steak on the wood, and then
they be doing some cooking, okay?
Her eyelids be like,
listen, baby, them people out there cooking in a hole in the dirt, they be cooking. I'm like, wow, I want me some of that. I want me some of that dirt steak. I do. It looks good.
How do you make burgers in the middle of the woods? Like, how did you do that? You bake buns outside.
That's interesting.
I know you be on some weird sides of TikTok.
I mean, not like y'all type of weird. My weird is
I feel like wandering off. Oh wait, the did he do it or did he not?
But I heard
Tyler Perry and and TD Jakes might be wrapped up in it. So I'm in that.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah.
And
we don't know these things.
Hours,
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Nobody knows anything. But my, I guess, niche side of TikTok that most people be like, why are you over there? Is the 304 TikTok.
I knew you'd be on that.
I be on the 304. HOE, HOTOC. Prostitutes, escorts. I want to know about them.
What?
I love learning about it. Sex workers. I love hearing their stories. I love hearing their rates and what they charge for certain services. I love that. That's my
this girl comes across, like, her lives come across all the time. And it was like 304, like, get ready with me to go home. It's like, and I just be watching her just like talk and do her makeup. Yeah. And she be getting fully dressed.
Yeah.
To hit the streets.
But there's this one girl who even does like 304 mentorship, because like there was a beef. There was like a whole TikTok beef between the old hoes and the new hoes, meaning the hoes who just started tricking, prostituting, and all that stuff, and the ones who are a little bit more seasoned. Now the new hoes, they be doing things for prices that's not right. So the old hoes, they was going back and forth like, oh, y'all out here letting these men do this, and y'all not recharging the right rate. You messing it up for the rest of us and our business. So they was going at it, arguing on live, and then it became a whole mentorship. Like, I'm not trying to get at you and I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to put you on to game. You get what I'm saying? So I was on that side of TikTok.
That's very on brand for you, because you watch fucking baddies. So that's on brand for you. I'm not shocked that that's the side that you be on.
Girls, baddies.
Yeah. What else? Y'all know I'm on Wig Talk. I'm on Random Talk. But like,
girl, if I see me another OQ, glutes wig,
OQ hair.
Okay, it's you. You the reason why I keep seeing OQ. I'm about to give me an OQ glueless. I need
this is OQ glueless.
And it looks good. Well, go ahead and send me the link on TikTok, because now I gotta order it.
Listen, use my link on TikTok shop. Let me get my coins.
Now I need one.
Yeah.
I'm on the wig select.
That's where I be.
Next time I get, did you grow dreads?
I'm crying.
I'm about to go back to wigs, because I really need, like, one, I know I want to change my hair. Like, I really want to cut like dramatic layers in my hair, because I've said it before, my hair is just all one length and it's just heavy and it needs some like body yaddy yaddy. And I don't like that after a while, all the curls are going to drop because my hair is so damn heavy. I want like drastic layers in my hair. Like, I want curtain bangs. I want the whole to do. But I can't find anybody to cut my hair yet. So I think in January, I got an appointment with this girl that I'm trying to find a new stylist.
You want to get a
yeah, I'm gonna get my dad gonna be like, that's a whole lot of whoop-de-doo, but whatever. But I'm trying to just figure it out. But until then, I'm about to have to like go back to wigs. I'm going back to wigs because I haven't had my hair cut since April. So I know when I do get my hair cut, baby, cut the hair off. Just cut it off. It'll grow. It'll grow back. Mm-hmm. But I know that them ends, they're gonna be like, girl, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. But I just gotta find something different. But I'm about to go back to wigs. Wigs just, they do it for me. I just hate that my natural hair color is like a ashy blonde brown kind of color. So when I put dark hair on, I just be like, I don't know if I like this. But I see people my complexion all the time with dark hair, and I'm like, I love it on them, but it just looks weird to me because I'm used to having light hair. So, and I just don't be feeling like dyeing it. That really be the thing. I just be lazy. Yeah. I don't be feeling like doing all that fucking work.
When you dyed your hair around the time of Celine's christening, I like that color. That
color I love on you.
That is, thank you. I feel like this is like leftover from that. That's what this is.
It's okay, Tarré. It's just your ends. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about it. It has grown out significantly. Obviously, I think that was like a year ago, but it's grown out.
But it's your look. I think you should. All your wigs should be that color. Like, it is your look.
I just don't. I'd be so tired. Dyeing your wigs, having to bleach it, and then that shit is so much fucking work. I want to just be the girl, slap it out the pack and slap it on my head and keep it moving. I can't. I cannot do that. It's like at least a 2 to 3 business day process to be able to just wear a fucking wig.
If I'm not going to tell the girlies where we be getting our wigs from, but if you get a blank wig, they have a variety of balayage.
I don't be liking it. It be looking choppy, and I'll just be like, ugh. Some of them, it just be looking like the colors start right here, straight ass line across. I'm like, baby, that looks nasty. Someone have to fix it.
That number 14,
it really depends.
I think, caramel balayage. That's the one when you got a quick 1-2 and you got to go do your whoop-de-doo. Go get that number 14 balayage.
Girl.
Everybody need a little quick 1-2.
I just need to find something different.
It's going to be out late because it's going to be nappy the next day.
Yeah, I don't want to get like syntheticas. Like, I need to go back to hair that I can style. like I can like I mean syntheticas I can get them all day, but actual like good hair, it just takes too fucking long for me, and I just be tired, and I'm like done with that.
Syntheticas are good for like, I got this nice outfit, but I cannot this hairstyle.
Yeah, syntheticas are like, baby, I'm wearing this for today. Maybe 2-3 days.
I get some pretty good syntheticas that will last me.
This is made to go in the trash.
Honestly,
like when I'm done with it, it's got to go. So I just got to figure something out different. But I need to fix my hair.
Wait,
I'm over it.
I have a comment. So I was like dealing with this guy. He got in his phone, and he is like, "Yo, I love your hair like this. This is my favorite hairstyle on you." And I'm like, yo, men are so dumb. This is a synthetic wig. He has no idea that I'm wearing a synthetic wig in this picture. He think I got a bust down that's 40 inches. He has no idea that this is fiber.
So maybe he think he likes
talking about like they standards, they like this, they like that. Baby, this is a $50 wig. That's what you.
Yeah, like you can get pretty good synthetic hair.
Yeah,
wig. You can get good everything. But baby, I have never trusted no man to be like, oh, I like when you wear like nigga, shut up. Because you don't even know.
My point is, where would you want? These men don't know the difference.
Well, yeah, no, because if you lay it right, they be like, oh my gosh, she has such nice hair. Like, baby, it's growing out the scalp. Like, sir, I'm finna take this shit off as soon as you leave.
He loves it.
But those are men who don't pay attention to detail though. Because like, okay, for me, right? No. I don't know the proper verbiage, but for lack of better words, I'm gonna say Matt, my husband, his eye is trained thanks to me. He know when your eyebrows fucked up. He know when your wig is fucked up. He know when it's bulky in the back. He's trained. So I feel like when I asked him for advice or opinions about my hair, he's gonna keep it sometimes a little too real. So like, I'll ask him like, okay, what style should I do? What's this and what's that? And he'll be like, yeah, no, I like this one better on you, or it fits your face better, or, you know, things like that. Like even when I was like telling you guys, I also told him how I wanted the signature look. And like, yes, I love my blonde hair, but I feel like dark hair is my signature look. So I was going back and forth with him like, do you think I should like wear my natural hair for a little bit, or should I do the wigs? And he goes, I feel like the natural hair is cool, but your energy is just like the wigs because you're a wig girl. And I was like, you get me, yo, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, you could trust some men. You could trust some men.
In particular, I laid the shit out. I think it was around my brother's wedding, and this was a good wig. Now, I think it was like March or April, we went on Atlanta, our road trip. And I remember looking back like, yeah, this was beginner level wig time when I was like just learning how to just like bring a bunch of bags of wigs and just put them on, because one of the wigs I wore, I hated it when I look back at the picture. But by this time, this wig was a good wig, and I really honestly, I think I might trust him because he's very critical. This person in particular is very critical. Now, let it be anybody else, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. But you know, he did his big one on that one. He did his big one. Because I had a silk press one day, and he was like, did you cut your hair? And I was like, no, it's falling out.
Oh my
God. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Nah, it was falling out. Please. It was
I don't even know why. But yeah, I gotta figure it out. Like, I don't like hate my hair. I just hate that it's just all one length. Like, I'm ready to like really like
do a style, get some layers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like at one point I was growing my hair just to see how long I could grow it. And now that it's past my bra strap, I'm like, okay, it's just too straight. It's like, I'm done with the natural hair. I'm fucking done with it. That shit is so much maintenance and work and so much hundreds of dollars in hair products, baby. I ain't got the fucking time for all that shit. Because a wash and go is never wash and go. That is a 3-hour process right there. I'm done with that. Straighten my hair and trim my ends. It doesn't have heat damage. I'm cool. Let's keep it moving. That was a phase. That was an era, and we are done with that. Let's close that chapter of the book. Never to reopen that bitch again.
No more afro?
Fuck no.
I feel like I don't remember.
I feel like I haven't worn my hair out in mad long. Like I feel like almost 2 years.
Your hair is always like straight or curled anyway.
Hair out in a long time.
No, and I mean, you see my hair, but no. Yeah. When I wash it, it still consistently goes back to being curly, so it's not damaged. I just
it's just a lot of work.
Exactly, and let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, I'm over it. It's too much work. Yeah. So like once I took the red out of my hair initially and then it was blonde, that's when I had to start doing it because I had to cut my fucking hair off and start over. Remember I had that bob and then this is the bob completely.
Like, I'm really not gonna get over that. Like, wow. I'm kind of hurt because I didn't know who that was, but also like.
It was if you know, you know. And let's stop bringing it up. God damn. Can't even fucking evolve around this one.
They don't want to see you grow.
How do you know who that is? I feel like a child who just found had sex.
I am innocent.
Or have I ever on this podcast? We're going to see who the real innocent one.
I think we should.
Me.
Oh my God.
Me.
We get a little more drink flowing up in there. I can get started.
Yeah.
No, baby. That will go behind a paywall. That will not be for the fucking free. Okay?
No.
Not getting set kind of content for free.
When we make a Patreon, then like we can you know, shit, we might have a group of fans for that one.
Yeah. Hello? But not today.
Well, I don't know. Some of them questions like eat the person butt or I'm telling all my business. I'm not eating nothing.
Yeah, baby. I'm telling.
Have y'all questions on that game? I told all my business one night. I'm not doing all of that.
But some of the things are just so
I haven't
stupid,
seen it.
Though.
I think you're the only person I know with the game, so you gotta let me look at the cards.
No, I don't have the game. I played it at a retreat.
Yeah, I don't have it, but I played it.
The questions are insane.
Oh no.
Crazy question or eat the person out next to you. What?
Like,
I beg your pardon.
I'm gonna just be snitching on myself. I'm telling every single time, every question. I'm telling. If that's what them cards say, baby, I don't want that. Anyway, for today's topic, I feel like because it's the end of the year, we're getting ready to go into a new year. I wanted to talk about like, are we running out of time? And here's why I say that, because I feel like our generation was in such a rush to live life. I feel like just in a rush to be adults, I guess. Like really, like really just like be adults. It's like, okay, you go to school, you get a career, like try to figure out a career, jump headfirst into a career. Then we have kids and now we have houses and now we have all of these different things going on. And it's just like, damn, now I'm 30 and what the fuck did I do? Like, what else am I supposed to do with my life now? I've done it. Yeah. And now what? I got to figure something else out. So I know for me, I always felt like I was running out of time. Some of it I know came from like a pressure of just like growing up, especially being the oldest sibling. It's just like the pressure of having to really be the test dummy and that fear of really making mistakes, that perfectionist like that I have within me. It's just like I felt like I was running out of time. I was and I feel like my feeling like I was running out of time made me not appreciate all the things that I actually accomplished. And part of me feels like I wish I spread it out some. Because it's like I graduated. I've never celebrated a graduation. My diploma is still in the original package that they mailed it to me in, somewhere in my mom's attic, in a box, somewhere. And I just feel like I'm the first person to graduate college, and I couldn't even like be happy about it because I felt like I wasn't finished. And I'm like, shit, I have to move on to the next thing. It's like, okay, cool, graduated, cool, done with that, moving on. Now I jumped headfirst into a career. Like when I tell people I've been in my career for like 10 years, they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, don't fucking worry about it, okay? Like, don't worry about it. I've been doing this thing for a long time. Now I'm just like, okay, I've owned 2 houses. I have a kid. I'm married. It's like, yes, all of these things were great, but I feel like I didn't really give all of those moments in my life the attention that they really deserve because I was always trying to figure out, okay, well, what's next? I'm running out of time. I got to do all of this shit by the time I turn 30. Otherwise, I did nothing. And then when I turned 30, I was just like, the world did not end. I still got fucking time. I still got time. I'm in the smallest portion of my life. Like eventually I got 20 more years before I turn 50, and 50 ain't old. So sometimes I feel like, okay, what the hell am I gonna do for the next 20 years?
I feel like I do agree with everything that you said, but I do feel like for me, I'm running out of time. And not in necessarily like a bad way. It's more so me personally, it's given like you either going shit or you going to get off the pot type of situation. I feel like because I don't know. It's so weird to explain this out loud because it sounds ridiculous. But being a wife and a mom, I feel like I need to reassess my priorities when it comes to my professional and business goals, I'll say. Everyone knows it is not my dream to be a corporate baddie. Not in a traditional sense. I'm more so aiming towards entrepreneurship and developing other entrepreneurs, other brands and things like that. But it's a lot to run businesses and brands, whether that's for yourself or other people. So I feel like I'm really going to give myself a certain amount of time to really like focus on solely what I'm trying to do. And if it's successful, great. And if it's not, then that's just what it is. I have to reprioritize what I'm doing because I feel like I've spent so much time focused on like areas within my entrepreneurship career or whatever, goals and dreams, but it wasn't properly directed. For example, I used to do makeup. I used to be a makeup artist. Did I necessarily like being a makeup artist? No, but I was interested in doing makeup on myself and I was good at it when it came to other people, but it wasn't something I was passionate about. And I feel like I've put myself in so many different entrepreneurial titles just because I have certain skill set and it wasn't necessarily what I should have been doing to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like even me having a clothing brand or being a blogger, being all these different things that I was doing was more so kind of like testing the waters, but I don't have that time to waste anymore. I can't just keep testing the waters. And I feel like I've realized that what I really want to do is just build businesses and help branding with businesses and entrepreneurs, not necessarily feeling like I have to be that business or that brand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
I feel like in this instance, like for the example you gave, that mean that you didn't waste time. Like you were actively trying to figure it out.
Right.
Well, it's just like, okay, yes. All of these things you had to do them to be like, okay, this is not really what I want to do. Like I tried it, not really what I want to do. To now you're like, okay, I have honed in on exactly what I want to do now. And all those things were necessary. But it's just like, you still feel like I'm running out of time. Like I wasted time, but really you didn't. Like time is made up. You don't have to do things in a set like window, because it's just like, there may be things that you don't anticipate happening to be like, oh, actually it's going to take me a little bit more time to figure it out. Tried doing makeup, not really my thing. Then I was a blogger, didn't really like that. Then I had a clothing brand. Actually, that shit was way too much work. But now you figure out, okay, I like the building and the branding. This is really what I want to focus on, because you've done it in other aspects, but maybe the front end is not what you want to do. You just want to do the back end, which is great. That's fine. Now you've done it. Now you can reassess and, okay, I'm going to just focus on this and see how it works. And it's nothing wrong with it. If it's just like you do it and like, actually, I don't want to do that shit either. Cool. You can stop at any time. I just feel like it's so hard when you kind of have that, because you're a perfectionist too, like still have that mindset that you can't stop. But yeah, so it's just like, you've done all these things and it's not like you were terrible at them. You were doing good at them. You just realized, okay, this just does not resonate with me. It resonates with other people, but me, I don't want to do it. And it's just like, okay, you can leave it and go on to the next thing. Now you figured out it's not a waste of time and you're not running out of time. You still have time to do things to figure it out. But I feel like for myself, I'm trying to learn that. And I feel like now I've kind of gotten to that point, because I'm like, okay, I spent 10 years in my career. I do this now because I have to have income. This is a job. And I treat it as such. The only thing that keeps me like going is just like, okay, if I want to make more money, I either got to get a new job or I got to move up in the job that I'm at. That's it. It's all about the money. So if the money is right, I'm going where the money resides. Period. Until I can have a time where I don't need to work a 9 to 5.
Right. And I feel like
that's it.
That's one thing that I'm like grateful, not to be like spilling tea, but it's like, if I really was like miserable in my life and was like, I can't work this job anymore, which I'm not, then I could quit the job, take a little time and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to necessarily do that. I feel like now I've kind of took a break from doing so many things and kind of reassessed where I wanted to be. And I feel like I finally, like, you know how you have this vision of yourself, but you don't know how you're going to get there. Yes. Now I finally have the vision of how to get there. And I feel like before I was taking all these other steps thinking like, okay, if I'm a makeup artist, this is what's going to get me there. Oh, no, that's not going to work because I don't really want to do that on a daily basis. Okay, if I'm a entrepreneurship, meaning I have to have a boutique because I like fashion, so that's what I should do. No, that's not going to get me there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess I was just like trying to figure out, you know, what would make the most sense, but I like oversaw the most obvious thing. So now it's like, okay, it's crystal clear. I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Right. And I think sometimes that's a part of it is we have like make up shit in our head. Like, okay, I have to do it this way. Because a lot of times that's all that we know is like, if I don't do it this way, then there's no other possible option. And then when you find out, actually, there's 10,000 ways to skin a cat, I can do. What works for someone else, it just don't work for me. Now I know that this is the method that works, but you still have time. Like the world did not stop ending. It's still spinning. It's still going. And you really do have time because it's made up. It's so fucking made up.
Before marriage and before having a child, I feel like I was able to be way more selfish with my time. And being an entrepreneur, it takes a lot of time and a lot of sacrifices and a lot of investing, whether that's financial or whatever. And I feel like as someone of a house or of a unit, I feel like it would be overly selfish of me to take so much and putting it somewhere else that may or may not be fruitful for my home. You get what I mean? So I feel like it's just more so prioritizing how I want to go about my journey and all those different things. And I have the support and everything like that, but it's just like me mentally, like, you know, getting in your head and talking yourself out of things. So even for leading into next year, that is something that we're not going to do. We're not going to talk ourselves out of being great or moving in fear, you know? So yeah. Michelle, what about you?
For me, okay, so I feel like I'm gonna answer this question in a few parts. So for me, y'all know I have this like thing against people saying like, "Oh, I gotta get all this shit done by 30," because 30 like, and as somebody who is not 30 yet, I do not foresee 30 being like the boom year. Like that is not where shit stop. That is not where shit needs to like drastically change. Because honestly, I feel like every year of my 20s has changed me tremendously. And maybe I'm not being fair. Maybe that's not like everybody's story. But I feel like from 24 when I became a mom up until I'll say 23 when I graduated college, was that 22? One of them numbers. 22. When I graduated college at 22, I feel like my life has changed. At 22, I graduated college. 23, 24, I became a mom. You see what I skipped. I became a mom. 25, I kind of like stepped into my, okay, we are starting to revisit a lot of the things that we once loved. How can we implement that into the work that we do? 26 and 27 was kind of like we gotta work on inside. I started like going to therapy, and then like now I feel like I'm finally in a season where I've learned all the lessons I needed to make. All the lessons I need to learn. I have kind of reassessed all the things that I once said that I wanted to do, and honestly, this past year has been like all my dreams revisiting myself. Like I literally think about the things that 13-year-old Michelle used to say that she wanted to do, and I'm doing them in different ways. So I don't think it's fair when people say like, "Oh, well, at 30 I need to have it all together," or at whatever point they are, they need to have it all together, because sometimes you need to just like live in the moment and allow those things to revisit you. Like you need to revisit your goals. What did you once do that made you happy? What brought you joy at some point in your life? You know, are you exploring why at one point you wanted to be a fucking cop? Like, I don't know. Anything. I just think it's unfair to say that at a certain age everything is supposed to go this way, because life is a journey, and you don't just like, it's not fair to just use different moments of your life as like a checklist item. Like I don't subscribe to that at all. As a 28-year-old woman, I am just at the point where I'm like, listen, I don't know what 29 about to hold. I feel like 29 is about to be blow my fucking mind. It's 30 might be very mundane. I think that's the word to describe it. It might be very calm because I have these high expectations for 29, or it might be in reverse. I'm not in a competition with younger me. I think younger me would be very like proud of where I am now. I'm not competing against anybody else. And I do think that like it takes a certain type of person, a certain type of mind to be there. But also I understand like I understand like what you mean by like, you know, you're looking at life differently. You have lived a lot of your 20s without being a mom. Right? Like I was a mom at 24, which is fairly young. So my situation is a little bit shaped, you know, it's shaped different. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm running out of time. I also don't feel like time is on my side. But I wake up every day and I'm just like, and y'all know, as my friends, y'all know, like, this is different from me. I just be like, yeah, let's do it. A year ago, if y'all said we need to start a podcast, I don't got time. I don't got money. Now I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Send me the bill. Like, we'll figure it out later. Fuck it, yeah, like, we want to do what? I am so delulu about everything, and I'm glad I'm delulu about everything because everything has been falling in place. And that's something I'm taking into the new year. Like, y'all know one of my biggest goals of next year, and it's not really so delulu. Like, I had a meeting yesterday, and it's well within my grasp. I think that I have tricked myself. I think feeling like time is not on your side is like tricking yourself out your spot. Like, you are worthy. You can do it. You have the tools. And yeah, that's the shit I'm on now. Like, I don't know who this new Michelle is, but I'm really glad that she's here because the old one set so many limitations on what we could do. And like, even at nighttime, like I always say, like, it's hard. You wake up, we get our kids dressed, we send them to school, we work 9 to 5, we pick them up, we get dinner ready. And then it's like, all right, at what point between dinner, bed, and bath, or dinner, bath, and bed do we like dedicate time to ourselves? Last night I did my whole like Bible devotional. Yes, I be drinking gin, but I'm not that full of sin.
What? I knew it was coming. I knew a one-liner was coming somewhere. I knew it was coming. I knew where she was going. As soon as she said
were
it,
almost there.
I knew what was coming next. There. I knew it.
I can't help myself, honestly. But devotional, I read her a bedtime story, and then I got back on my computer and I bust some workout. And it was only like I gave myself 30 minutes to dedicate to something. It's like, if you dedicate 30 minutes for a week to just like development group what you want, that's an hour. That's an hour and 30 minutes. That like 2 hours and 30 minutes that you've dedicated to
Math
yourself.
Is not her strong suit, everyone.
Listen, and that's it. The math on your little iPhone calculator, like, you have done X amount of hours at, like, you know, just giving time back to yourself. And so I say all that to say that you are not running, maybe you're not running out of time, right? Like, maybe none of us are running out of time. Maybe the time that we think that we have used prioritizing ourselves, our goals, our dreams, we have not put them to good use.
That's a good way at it.
Okay. Yeah. I feel that because I just feel like all the things that I've done and accomplished, yes, there are big things. I've accomplished a lot in my little 30 years. I've accomplished a lot in my little 30 years of living, but I feel like I told y'all before, like I always felt like 30 was going to be a big year. When my mom turned 30, I kind of looked at it like she was going crazy. That lady needed to go see that lady. She was going crazy at 30. And it was just like, I saw that. And I think like subconsciously, I was like, okay, I have to do X, Y, and Z because when you turn 30, this is it. Like, you got to do something at 30. And I was just like, okay, so I had my daughter at 25 on purpose. And the whole reason I had her at 25 was because I was going to get kicked off my parents' insurance at 26.
I'm happy you just admitted it out loud. I mean, I knew that, but
that was the plan. It was like, oh, baby, use this good healthcare app because I cannot get kicked off of this insurance and then use my insurance. Oh, hell no. I would have got a bill and I wasn't trying to pay that. So it was just like, okay, I have to do this then. And I have to do this. And I have to have a house. And I have to do all these things before 30, which I felt like was like doomsday. Yeah. And then the closer I got to 30, I was just like, okay, this is going to be a monumental year for me. It could either be bad or it could be great. Mm-hmm. What do you want it to be? And I just felt like I just want it to be great. I want it to be different. So I'm just dedicating 30 to really figuring it out, what I want to do for the next decade, and not setting a time, not setting a limitation, but embracing that things are going to happen. But you can control pretty much everything. I can control myself.
Yeah.
And I don't want to run the rat race and then get to a point where I'm like, fuck, I hate this. I'm not happy. I feel like I've done a whole lot, but nothing at the same time. And I just don't want to put a time limit on my happiness. I want to be the best person that I can be. So going into the next year, it's going to be a lot of self-reflection, a lot of discovery. Like, who the fuck do I really want to be? I can change. I can be somebody different. You know, I could be the remix. I can do that and still be good. And I just, at this point, I feel like I'm 30, flirty, and thriving. So
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like 30 it's been great so far. Like, I feel good. I feel like I feel the best I've ever felt. Like, inside, I feel like the inside and the outside match. I'm like, okay. Oh, you was that girl. I'm like, okay, I feel good. Like, I feel pretty. Like, all of the different things, I feel like it's coming together. And my test is really to see, can you let the old shit go? Do not put a time limit on yourself, that if it does not happen, whatever you set forth, whatever you're trying to accomplish, if it does not happen at the time that you have set, don't set the time. But if it's like, if you get to 35 and it's like, oh, I didn't buy an apartment building by the time I was 35. Like, oh my God, the life is over. And now I'm in a little pit somewhere. It's just like, no, okay, it didn't work. What didn't happen? We can still forge that path. We can still get to that, but not trying to like,
but you know,
limit myself.
People say new levels, new devils, and I don't want to say that. Like, I need to come up with like a different one-liner for that, because I don't think that new levels necessarily bring you new challenges. I think that those challenges are not bad things. It's new things for you to think about. So like, I'll just share. Y'all know that special thing I'm trying to do for the new year. Yesterday, I was kind of not really set back, but like, she gave me the number that I needed to take to the closing table. And I was like, fuck. That is $5,000 short of what my savings is right now. But it was okay, because I wasn't thinking, oh, I can't do this, or, oh, this is impossible, oh, this is going to be hard. I was like, okay, well, I have all of this in my toolbox. How can I use these things in my toolbox to make it happen? And I feel like when people say like new levels, new devils, they say it in a way that's like, oh, I have all of these ways that no is going to happen. But like, do you have ways that yes will happen? Like, are you looking at yes perspective? And I think that's why I have trouble like reasoning with people who feel like the world is fucking over when they turn 30 and 40. Like, we just talked about last time about how people be like, oh, I look 20 and I'm 50. It's like, why do you want to be 20 so fucking bad? Like, being 50, being who you are in this moment is beautiful. If you would just open them fucking eyelids, then you would see that all the opportunity lays in front of you. It awaits you for you to tap into it. And I don't know, like, maybe I might be a little delulu. Like, maybe I might be a little bit crazy, but I feel like every new level I go to, I don't give a fuck about them challenges. I'm gonna make it through them, because the last time I seen the challenge, I ate that shit. So ain't shit you could tell me. Like,
but you know,
I might cry about some shit. Shit might get, but I ain't never seen a devil that I couldn't beat the fuck up. So
you can't beat me up though. But
and if not, like, I'm gonna call my man. Like, handle it. Somebody help me. Handle that.
Help
call my man.
I'm just a girl.
A girl. Like, at 30, I'm still young. I'm just a girl. I'm just a baby. Like,
but you know what?
I don't want to be that grown. I don't want to be that grown no more.
I feel like that comes with, though, I feel like that mindset is great, but I feel like if you're not intentionally standing on business, once we get to that age, that 50, that 40, or whatever the age is, of course, you're going to feel like you've wasted time in a sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't feel like I didn't stand on business in my 20s, but I feel like by 30, which is the next couple months, I'm like so self-assured now, and I don't really second guess my decisions, because I don't allow outside opinions to make me second guess what I'm trying to do. So I feel like that's the difference for me. I feel like I'm no longer going to move afraid or feeling like I'm going to regret this. I'm just going to move because this is how I want to move. And I feel like when you live your life with so much regret, that is what makes you not have as much confidence, or just makes you unhappy because you didn't stand on the business that you said you was going to stand on. So I feel like that's maybe more so where I'm coming from when I say prioritize all of my things, you know?
Hey, like, Siri, and in the Mirror by Michael Jackson.
Hey Siri, you have to play the YouTube version when Chris Brown performed at the BET Awards. That's the one.
I'm saying this a lot of it comes down to people don't be looking inside.
Right.
Why do you feel like these limitations are before you? Why do you feel like you can't do certain things? Or why do you feel like you run out of time? Because, and shameless plug, in my book, Planet and Good Fathers.
In your book, what?
In your book, who?
Planet and Good Fathers. Planet and Good Soil.
Oh, what? What's your book?
What's the one more time? What's your book? What's the book?
Because Planet and Good Soil, I talked about how I thought that I needed to have my daughter at 25, and I thought that, you know, I was a failure because her father and I aren't together and all these things. And I realized I was treating life like a checklist item. You have to have a baby at 25. Your mama had you at 25 and no younger than that, or else it's a teen pregnancy. You had to be with your baby daddy, or else you're not breaking generational curses. I probably have broken about 2 already, and I'm not married. I'm not with her father, and I had her younger than my mother had me. And it's just like, stop treating life like a checklist item. You don't have to get certain things done at a certain time. You need to make sure that you're checking in with you to make sure that you are ready to receive the blessing, or ready to step into the season that is before you. And I feel like a lot of people are not ready, and that's why they don't receive the things that they praying for. Receive the things that, if you're not a spiritual person, receive the things that they like put on their goal list. You ain't ready for that. You ain't in the right state. You ain't in the right mindset. You still worried about all of the whoop-de-doo. You ain't. You just ain't ready. And I forgot what my point here was, but I still like to say, I just want people to stop treating life like a checklist item, and sit in enjoyment. Enjoy the ride. And I think that that's where I am right now. I'm just enjoying the ride. Shit come, shit go. I'm just going to make sure that I'm buckled down. I'm buckled in, I'm tapped in, and I'm ready for whatever shit comes.
Yeah, I think, like, you really said it. Like, I think where I'm at in my little life journey is really just the looking inward part, because I know I have what it takes to do what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. I know I can fucking do it, and I can do it well. But there's a certain reservation that I have, because it's just like, bitch, I'm scared. I don't think I can do this. It's like the internal, like in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, this is really not according to plan. When we planned out life, this is different. Like, what is happening? This was not a part of it. Yeah, you know, that movie. What is that Emotions movie? The kids movie. What is that? Inside Out. That's the movie. Yes. That's how I be feeling. Like, all my emotions be talking to each other, and they be like, "Bitch, who are you? What's chocolate, bro?" And like, they be having their own fucking conversation on the inside. And I feel like I'm just really trying to like do the self-work and figure it out. Okay, you know, some of it is just reassuring myself, and some of it is just jumping off the porch, and I'm gonna just have to do it. And it's just like, okay, but I feel like I need to go through this period of growth for things to actually be different. And I feel like the last like 2 years or so, just like bumping into the same wall. It's like, okay, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. Why the fuck is this not happening? Because like you said, I don't think I'm ready for it. So I really got to go through this phase. If I really want to get there, I'm going to have to get prepared. I'm going to have to be like, okay, these are the old habits. You got to let that shit go, and you got to prove that you can let it go. And make different choices. Yeah, it's like just
therapy. Step forward for sure.
Yeah, because that lady, she's good. But it's just like doing all of those different things, and I feel like once I finally finish, and it's like, okay, then things will just start happening. Because usually I'm used to things just like speaking it, and the shit happens. When I said I was going to move to Atlanta and I was going to do it for free, I was like, this is what's going to happen, and I moved to Atlanta for free.
You gotta be Delulu, because
Delulu is Delulu. Yes, to make your dreams come true.
Yeah, so it's just like those things happen.
Hebrews 11:1.
Girl,
now faith is things hoped for. It's the things not seen. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like, I feel like I went through those things, and I was so used to it just happening. but I was ready for those things. The next stage, you ain't ready yet. So I gotta get prepared. Wait, let me fix my hair. Like, I gotta get prepared for what's to come. And I'm embracing all of the shit. Like, when I do my self-reflection, I'm like, wow, bitch, that was really fucked up of you. You should not have did that. You might want to go apologize. You know, I might want to like admit that I'm the problem. So I'm really trying to just embrace it and do it. It'd be hard as hell.
The problem.
It'd be hard as hell. Cause I'd be like,
tell this lady don't never.
Like, listen, lady, not too much.
Not too fucking much on me. Okay. I'm a good person. But just trying to just be the best person that I can be the best example that I gotta be for my kids. Y'all my kids. I got a child and a dog, and that is all. Those my kids. Be the best example that I can be for my kids, for my siblings, for y'all kids. And that's what I'm trying to do.
I mean, we'll take another kid, but
not for me. Oh no, ma'am.
Yeah, that for me, but
it's not in the cards, honey.
You.
Yeah, that's you. That's you, Sierra. That is not. That's not my ministry.
I got a couple more in me. I feel like maybe y'all might have one left in you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She that chapter closed at 25. Tightly. No more. We're gonna burn that book. We're done with that. We done with that. I don't have it. I don't have it, Jesus. I don't have it. Don't call on me, please. I'm trying to get off the strongest soldier list, okay? And I got to do my work because I got to come up off that bitch quickly. I can't take no more.
You're stupid.
No fucking more. But I feel like this was like a good conversation. Like, I mean, we always have good conversations.
So good. Yeah.
But okay. Everybody got their own things that we got to do. And you know, I know that y'all will tell me, like, that's not getting where you got to go. And I feel like part of it is just being appreciative of the things that I've accomplished, the things that I have. I have y'all hoes. And I'm appreciative of it. And I know that in the next season, y'all gonna tell me, like, good job. Y'all gonna stop doing me like that because y'all wrote that on your goals. And when I fall short,
the ink didn't dry, it disappeared.
When I fall short, I know that I have the right people around me, and not just y'all, but I have the right people around me to tell me when I've done great, and the people that's going to tell me not so much.
Princess, yeah,
but do it gently because I'm delicate. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming to our 3rd episode. I'm excited for the new year.
I'm manifesting.
The controversy and the chaos is going to be kicked up a notch in 2024. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, rate, review, all of those things wherever you watch us. Follow us on the socials. And yeah.
And wait, if you have gotten under that table and you ate grapes before you made yourself a goal list and a vision board, get your ass. Okay, we got more things to manifest than marriage. I know love is important, but we got more things to manifest than love in our life. Do you love you? Have you invested in yourself? Have you put a new job on that vision board? Because, I know that the trend is to talk about how we don't be under the table eating grapes. But if you have not made that vision board and it hasn't said anything about your personal progression, get from under your grandma's table. Get from under your grandma's table. That's all I got to say.
Make sure Granny's table is not stable. That thing might fall on you anyway.
Girl, Granny table is old as hell. It is rickety. Okay. It might fall.
The table that I will be eating grapes under next year, in 2025 actually, because this year we got some other shit to get done. But the table that I will be eating grapes under is my great grandmother's table. It has traveled through 3 families now. It has been repainted. It has new legs. And it has traveled through
Where the hell Granny bought that table from that is still around?
That's that good wood. Okay.
That's a good one. They don't make
that's from the tree. in the backyard.
That's that good one. They cut that shit down and made that by hand. That's that good one. They don't make shit like that no more.
Y'all been in my house before? That table was like light brown and it had white legs before. That is a dark chocolate table now. It has been.
Well,
we love that.
Take granny table with you, okay?
And I'm grapes in 2025.
Okay, we're here for the grapes.
Red panties under the table.
All right. Yes. Happy New Year, everyone. And see y'all hoes in 2024. Okay?
See ya.